What is up, people? I'm saying I'm Ultimate Community that just saw me 24/7, and today we are going over Zombies top 10 perks in Call of Duty. Now, before I get into my top 10 list, I gotta say this is all personal opinion. Y'all can give me your top 5, top 10, top 3 in the comments, maybe your favorite of all time. Now, before I get into my actual list, I have to give an honorable mention to Stopping Power. Even though I trash on Stopping Power because that shit should not even be a perk, your base gun should just be able to do the damage it needs to do to get the job done. It gives you that extra little oomph against Juggernaut players, and you know, you can fuck them up. And I prefer Stopping Power over Juggernaut. And before I get into this top 10 again, this gameplay is me dropping 78 fucking kills in Hardpoint. Honestly, this was back when I was trying to get headshots and shit, so you're probably watching this like, oh my god, Zombie, how the fuck do you miss that many shots and choke that many kills? Well, I'll tell you why, because I was going for headshots. And honestly, I was watching this gameplay back and I was cringing so hard at myself, like, dude, you could have just destroyed, but I didn't expect myself to go on a 78 kill game anyway. But now let's get into this top 10 list. At number 10 we have Afterburner from Black Ops 3, because one, Afterburner is pretty essential for people who like to jump around and whatnot, and honestly it helps out with movement, especially for me for rushing and all that stuff. It allows me to fly around and do wall runs, some crazy cheeky wall run spots, and slide out of the way and get out of people's gunfire and all this other stuff, and it's just overall very effective. I don't really know any more beneficial perk ones other than maybe Flak Jacket, and that's about it. But even then I still prefer Afterburner because it's not like there's a lot of nade spam and all that shit in BO3, so I don't have to worry about all that. At number 9 we have Tac Mask, especially from the old games, because people in the older games, they used to throw a lot of stuns and flashes and shock charges and all that good shit. But I put Tac Mask at number 9 because it's very beneficial and very strong in some games. Like Black Ops 1, it's very beneficial, and even though it's in Black Ops 2, it's not that effective, because even when you get stunned or flashed or shock charged, you still have a little bit of that effect. Not as much as you would without it, but I mean overall it's not that great. But it's not that bad either. And plus it helps you for rushing and all that other stuff. At number 8 we have Flak Jacket. And I'm talking about Flak Jacket, not Blast Shield, not Blast Shield Pro. Flak Jacket from the Black Ops games. Because that perk right there, it saves you so goddamn much. It is so strong. Not necessarily Black Ops 3 either, because you can still die from explosives and shit with Flak Jacket. But Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, very effective perk. I usually always have that shit on my classes, except for Black Ops 1. I don't really use it that much. But Black Ops 2, I mainly have Flak Jacket as my perk 1. Always going into gunfights with that shit. And just in case they want to use nades and throw bouncing betties, boom, I'm still good. Even C4, that shit was very effective in BO2 because of the C4 spam. So Flak Jacket is most definitely my number 8 pick. Number 7, Extreme Conditioning, because you need to rush up, you know what I'm saying? For those rushers and all that, Extreme Conditioning is definitely the way to go, especially when you pair it up with Lightweight. You can just fly around the map, just zoom across and all that good shit. But the one I'd have to say is the most beneficial is the one from MW3. Actually no, Black Ops 1, because you get to run for an infinite amount of time. And I believe you get the mantle over obstacles faster. And Marathon Pro in that game is just absolutely great. I maxed it out and had a hell of a time getting those capture points and capture flag. So overall, Extreme Conditioning, Marathon Pro, whatever you want to call it, great fucking perk, especially if you want to rush. And at number 6 we have Lightweight, because I prefer Lightweight over Extreme Conditioning if I were to run it solo, because you have a faster movement speed Whether you have stock, or stalker on, you can move faster while strafing. And even when you get it pro, or if you just have it based in BO2, or if you get the pro in BO1, you take no fall damage. So it's a great fucking perk. I used to predominantly run that more than Black Jacket on my ARs and shit. But now I'm more, Black Jacket useful. But I prefer lightweight because I'm more of a rusher and I like to move around fast and I like to outstrafe people and all that good shit. At number 5, we have Sleight of Hand Pro from Black Ops 1. And I guess you could say MW2 because they both did the same thing. You aim in faster and you reload faster. And I mean, how can you beat that, man? And the aiming was just so quick too. As soon as you pull the trigger, just up immediately. And the reload was just awesome too. I mean, how can you go wrong with Sleight of Hand Pro? It's definitely worth getting that shit pro because it's just an amazing perk all around. You get the reload. Like, you don't understand. If you've never played Black Ops 1 and you never got Sleight of Hand Pro, you're definitely missing out. Because that is a great perk in Black Ops 1. No other second tier perk beats Sleight of Hand. And at number 4, we have Toughness from BO2 because I originally wasn't going to put this on here, but then I saw some gameplay of Toughness, and it literally helps you out so much more than if you did not have Toughness. And Toughness is a super strong perk. It helps you win a lot more gunfights than if you were to not have it at all. And I think Toughness needs to make a return in some form or fashion. No, not as a basic training or a pro perk, but it needs to be its own perk. Because Toughness, I don't know what's been going on with that. It just keeps getting shoveled under and just, I don't know, it gets overlooked, I guess, by the developers and whatnot. And at number 3, to kick off this top 3, is Hardwired, but from specifically Black Ops 3. Because if you're rushing, or you're playing Search, or you're playing TDM or anything, people love to use shock charges and trip mines. And Hardwired completely negates it. It negates Tracker and Sixth Sense, and it doesn't allow you, or it doesn't obscure your map when they call in a counter UAV. Hardwired from BO3 does so many things. It's just all around an amazing perk. I always have it on. You will hardly ever see me without it. It's just a great perk. It's more beneficial than any of the other ones. Well, I mean, that could be debated. But definitely Hardwired from BO3. I love that perk. It's a great perk. Awesome. And at number 2, we have Assassin / Ghost Pro. Assassin Pro from MW3 and Ghost Pro from Black Ops 1, because both of these perks did a lot of things. They were like 7 perks all in one. But Assassin Pro from MW3 did so much more. You're invisible from advanced UAVs, the counter UAV wouldn't pop up, you'd be gone from motion sensors. Like, oh my god, Assassin Pro did so much for the game, for you when you get that shit pro. And Ghost Pro from Black Ops 1 did pretty much the same thing except block what is it? Fucking orbital VSATs, and did not stop you from getting the counter UAV spam. And Ghost Pro also allows you to not get tracked from people using thermals, and you weren't detected by enemy score streaks. So it did a lot of shit. Those 2 perks are some great fucking perks. Amazing perks, very strong. Definitely worth getting them pro. And at number 1, we have the perk, or / perks, I always use in every single Call of Duty game ever, no matter what game mode I'm playing. I always have this perk on. Dead Silence, and, well, or Ninja Pro. Dead Silence / Ninja Pro is just the greatest perk you will ever have. You are silent, nobody can hear you. It's just a great perk. Like, you can be stealthy, sneak up on people, you just stab them in the back, do whatever you want. It helps out so much because, one, I don't like hearing my own footsteps. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but dude, I hate hearing my footsteps. And just being able to flank people and all that and not being picked up and stuff is just very beneficial too. And right here, y'all will see that I have 78 kills. And I hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 video. Give me another top 10 that you would like to see from me. No matter what it is, I don't really mind too much. Just as long as it's not something stupid. But yeah, just look at me going off out here. I know I'm using the M8, but like I said, I was just trying to go for headshots with an RK5 and M8. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Till next time, keep slaying zombies, keep playing multis. Diamond Slayer out. Peace.